hymns really have power to bring the older generation and the younger generation together. I truly believe there's a resurgence of young folks who are like diving into the theology of the hymns and are fascinated by what they're finding. So the next song we're going to talk about is a song that's written by Matt Boswell. And I just want to give a shout out to Matt Boswell, the new prof at Southern Baptist Theological Seminary, doing their worship ministry there. This is an original written by him. It's called Come Behold the Wondrous Mystery. And while it's not a traditional hymn, this is definitely written in the style of hymn. Megan, what were your thoughts on Come Behold the Wondrous Mystery?
This is a song that's just so rich in theology. Like it literally has every aspect just thrown in there, and it's so deep that it causes you to think of every single aspect of God and single thing that he's done, and just Christ's work on the cross. It calls you to every single thing, which is, I think, why the title is Come Behold the Wondrous Mystery. It's this crazy, unexplainable work that God has done.
Yeah, what's awesome about hymns in general is you can really deconstruct every line, and there's something there like, come behold, see with your own eyes this mysterious event. Meditation is such a big part of this too. And really, if we're going to talk about hymns, man, do not miss the beauty of the hymns. And the beauty of the hymns is this: they follow a pattern. There's literally every hymn you'll ever listen to will follow this general pattern. It's the life, death, resurrection, and future of Christ, and it'll follow that. And so what you'll start with Come Behold the Wondrous Mystery is, he says, come behold the wondrous mystery in the dawning of the King. Starts at the birth of Christ. You know, the King is here. Yeah. Little baby. And I love how he says he's robed in frail humanity. Y'all, hymns are meant to be meditated over. One of the things I want us to do well with hymns is begin to meditate on deep theology. 4 times he'll say, come behold the wondrous mystery. Verse 2, come behold the wondrous mystery. Verse 3, come behold the wondrous, and on. And every single time he says that, he's saying, I'm going to show you a little bit of a different look at Jesus Christ. Yeah. That his mystery was not just in the cross, but it was the fact that he even came. Yeah. The fact that he was able to persevere and be sinless. Yeah. The fact that he overcame the grave. And then he actually loves us so much that he secured our salvation and is coming back. Yeah. And so I just love how multifaceted it is. He never gets away from that theme. This mystery, let's investigate it from like 4 different angles. Yeah. And it actually took me to just John chapter 1, where it talks about, behold the Lamb of God who takes like away the sin of the world. And one of the lines in there says that there's no stain of sin. He was sinless. And it causes you to think about the perfection that is required before God's judgment, and how the only reason and what I stand in is Christ. Yeah. That's the only reason I can stand before God and be wiped clean. Yeah. It's so interesting, too. In songs like this, and this may be where I think some of our other more contemporary songs fall a little short, is they're not as explicit about our condition as sinners. A lot of times in modern worship, you'll hear the word sin tossed out in words like brokenness or hurt, or God's come to redeem us from our brokenness, and it's like, well, brokenness is a symptom of sin, but sin is what's at the core of me. It's the evil in me that didn't deserve God, and the hymns always do such a good job of helping us see, hey, no, our state of existence was away from God. Even just the line, come to save the hell-bound man. Yes. Yeah, man, and that to me is such an awesome, it says, see the true and better Adam come to save the guy who, it's just amazing. It's beautiful. I love this song. So, my encouragement here is the reason why we stick this song in a service is because we get our theology from our music. Unfortunately, actually, it shouldn't be the only place you get your theology, but the truth is, what you listen to in your car largely determines what you think about God, because you're constantly hearing it. That's what meditation is. Meditation is rolling an idea around in your head over and over and over again. So when you hear the same 20 songs on the Christian radio station for the last 20 years, please give us some new Christian music, Christian radio. You begin to meditate on that, and you say, what do I think about God? Well, I think about what Kristen Stanfield sings on the local channel.
Yeah.
I think what Chris Tomlin thinks.
Yeah.
I think what back in the day Chapman and all those other guys thought.
Yeah.
Music is really important. And so the reason why I love hymns is they're steeped in theology.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get an accurate look at the character of Christ, the redemptive plan of God. And the more I sing those songs, the more it begins to dwell inside of me. Truthfully, I'm praising God for who he is as he's revealed himself.
Yeah. And another thing that's just great about hymns, it kind of like takes you away from the music side of things because it's repetitive. There's no bridge. There's no crazy impromptu melody that no one saw coming because it's just repetitive of the same melody. And so it really gives you that time to just slow down and truly think about what you're singing because you know the actual tune. You get to just meditate on the actual words that's coming out of your mouth. Yeah.
There's a cadence to hymns. It just it follows a pattern. And what I love about it too, just as a pastor, is this hymns really have power to bring the older generation and the younger generation together. I truly believe there's a resurgence of young folks who are like diving into the theology of the hymns and are fascinated by what they're finding. Like this is deep poetic music. If we just get rid of the pipe organ, it's really cool, you know? And so it really can be a bridge between the older and younger generation where they can worship together. Any other thoughts about Come Behold the Wondrous Mystery?
You know, I think that it just uses repetition, but it also provides you with all of these facts about Christ, that it has this complexity in the theology, but the simplicity to just really bring in really reflective and awe-inspiring moment in worship.
Can I just say, like, I appreciate they use big words in this song?
Yes. Expanding my vocabulary.
I will never forget being told once not to preach above a 5th grade level because there were 5th graders in the room. And I remember pushing back on that person saying their parents have bachelor degrees.
Yeah.
It is odd to me that we present such a uneducated faith sometimes. And the hymns they're rich. Like Jesus condescended. I don't know what the word condescended means. You have a bachelor's degree. You've graduated high school. You own a dictionary. Like this is a call to show you that there is a deep pool of knowledge about God that goes beyond our 2nd grade theology. Sorry, that's my personal ill. I'm just going to pick a fight.